Welcome to Fair Game. I'm Kristine Leahy. My guest today was a three-time Pro Bowl linebacker and a Super Bowl champ, as well as being one of the first NFL players to advocate for same-sex marriage and gay rights. Former NFL linebacker Brendon Ayanbadejo is here. It's good to see you.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good. So we met, I think at this point it was like 4 years ago on the set of American Ninja Warrior, and football players don't traditionally do very well, but you did pretty good because at the time you had like this Orangetheory thing, and it was really starting to pick up right at that point, and look at you now.
Yeah, I mean, we've come a long way since then.
Yeah.
But just internationally, we have 1,200 units as a company. But I was using part of my Orangetheory training, and then I was doing some Ninja Warrior training to get me ready for the show. So I actually trained. I think a lot of guys don't train for it.
Sure.
And it doesn't help that we weigh 230 pounds plus when we're trying to do some of these things.
Yeah, that's why football players don't do so well.
But I think I did all right, though.
You did.
Okay.
You made it through, I think, 3?
I got eliminated on the third
Okay, so
when
you
my
made it through
my toe grazed the water.
Right.
But I was telling everybody, kind of in pre-production that I wanted to go out in a blaze of glory. So if I did it again, I have to just go out with a super crazy spill or at least finish the competition.
Yeah, well, I thought you did well. But I'm really fascinated by the Orangetheory thing because there's so many different gyms and types of workouts out there, and not many of them do well or get as many locations as you have. What is it about Orangetheory that's so different?
Yeah, I think that, the programming is next level. So we have an entire team back in South Florida that puts the programming together. Mm-hmm. They create the program, then doctors approve it to make sure it's safe. And then the scientific phenomenon that we're looking to see in the body is actually happening because we track everything through technology, right? And then the members really love the programming as well. And then they know that it's benefiting them. So the workouts are challenging, they're fun, people are seeing their bodies are changing, they feel accomplished. And then I get to help coach them through that. So I think
and you actually coach.
I coach. I just coached 100 people today.
Coaches too. I think that's so cool.
Yeah, it's so fun. There's nothing better than getting to interact with people and seeing people accomplish their goals and even tackle some of their fears when it comes to fitness. Like, oh, I was scared to run a mile and I can run 3 miles, So it's really fun to see all that stuff happening.
Are they aware when you're teaching that you used to play in the NFL?
Most people don't know. They don't know my background, but every once in a while it comes up and then they're kind of like awestruck. Oh my God, you're a Super Bowl champ or you're a Pro Bowler. And
I would step my workout up immediately.
Well, when I give them this look, they know it's time to go.
Okay, I'm going to work this row machine real good. All right, so let's rewind a bit back to when you were playing football. So you and your brother were both playing for the Dolphins. You lived with your brother and you weren't paying rent or any of the bills. Have you settled that now that you're making a lot of money?
Yeah, it's funny. We settled that tab a long time ago.
You did?
And now guess who's in debt now?
He is?
Yeah, he owes me now.
For what?
I mean, I just overpaid for stuff and took care of things. And I'm like, I got this. I'll take care of you now. Let me just, let me pay it forward a little bit. But the tab got a little bit high. So, Femi, you already know when you cash in on your digital IQ and all the stuff you're doing, you owe me about 100 stacks.
Oh, wow. So you guys go back and forth?
We go back and forth.
Okay.
I mean, just growing up as children, we didn't have anything, but we had each other. And it's kind of odd that 2 kids, a family that no one's ever played in the NFL, you have 2 kids that grow up and play in the NFL. We both did 10 years. We're both Super Bowl champions. It's pretty odd. So we're pretty close and we take care of each other for sure.
So there's a 2004 game, Dolphins against the Patriots, and you picked off Tom Brady, which I'm a Tom Brady fan, but tell me you still have that ball.
Yeah, I still have the ball. And in fact, it was my first NFL start. Mm-hmm. And so a couple years later, when I went to the Pro Bowl, I brought the ball with me to Hawaii. And, I like to not pack too much stuff, but I got this football. Luckily, it was a little bit deflated. Wait, I can't say that. Anyway, so it fit nice in my suitcase. It fit nice in my suitcase. And he opted out of the Pro Bowl, so I couldn't get it signed.
Oh, so is that why you're saying it was deflated? Are you getting back at him right now?
It's just a joke. But actually, I'm a huge Tom Brady fan, though. I am.
You are?
Yeah, huge Tom Brady fan.
Are you
He's the best quarterback of all time. No.
Oh, of all time?
Because I'm not a Patriots fan.
Okay.
But I respect ownership. I respect the organization. And Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time.
Okay.
But I don't like the Patriots at all.
All right.
It's kind of a dichotomy there that I'm giving all this respect, but I don't really like the Patriots.
Well, hey,
sure.
Who knows if Tom likes the Patriots anymore, honestly.
Yeah, my favorite team in the NFL is whoever's playing the Patriots on Sunday.
Really?
Every Sunday.
You hate them that much?
I'm a Patriot hater.
Why?
Just for whatever, if you played in the NFL, you kind of know some of the things you have to do when you go into a locker room or when you're in a hotel room, when you have to hide your information and hide your playbooks and stuff.
I mean, I'm throwing the cards away.
That's all Patriots related.
Let's go. Wait, what? You walk into your hotel room and you have to hide things because the
Well,
Patriots.
when everything was on paper, when you would be in your locker room or when you'd be in your hotel room, you couldn't leave your stuff around because kind of the word on the street, and we're talking 10 years ago, that they'd be paying like staff in the hotel to take your stuff if you left it there. They wouldn't steal it from you.
Like what kind
but
of stuff are
anything,
they taking?
Playbooks, strategy,
Oh.
game plans in the locker room. So teams lock them up now, and you have to hand them back in, and then they check your name off. If you don't hand the information back in, then, and remember, this is when things were paper, pre-electronic. Near the end of my career, things were electronic, but you'd get fined for not handing back your playbook and strategy for the week.
All right, so you won a Super Bowl with the Ravens. I always like asking Super Bowl winners this question. What was the most memorable thing or the thing you always still think about from that game or the moments after the game?
Yeah, I think just all encompassing the season. Like, why did that team, it wasn't the best team I played on in my NFL career. Went to the playoffs 7 times, played in like 4 championship games. Why did that team win and why didn't the other teams win? I just think that team was a closely bonded team, and we're going to do anything we could to help the guy next to us, to protect the guy next to us. And so we took it to the next level. It was a very interesting season that year, but I think that just that team had a special bond. Wasn't the best team that I played on, but just a ton of fortitude, a team that really stuck together. And we went through some challenges and trials through that season. They got us ready to kind of climax and peak through the playoffs, and Joe was playing amazing. The defense played good, and we ended up going and winning a championship, whereas some of the other teams, and I think the closest example would be how good were the Saints at a certain point in the season, how good were the Kansas City Chiefs at a certain point in the season, how good were the Rams, probably played the best football of any football in the entire year. The Rams did during their peak, probably the best team in their peak, but ultimately the Patriots played steady football and they peaked at the end and they were the best team, so that was us in 2013.
It was also the infamous game where the power went out at halftime for a very long time. There's been a lot of conspiracy theories about that. Do you believe any of them?
No, I think it was, you see the kind of guy, I'm always the optimistic guy, right? But so the power went out, but I'd done some research. The power had gone out 2 other times with the 49ers, and they had been losing, and this is just actually something that I had
so this sounds like
uncovered.
another conspiracy theory.
Yeah, it's a different theory here. So they had been losing. They came back and won those 2 other games where the power went out.
I mean, they almost got there.
They almost got there for us, right? A couple plays here, a couple plays there, and they could have won it at the end, right? So just kind of interesting. But I grew up in the Bay Area. I'm a big 49ers fan, big Colin Kaepernick fan, but I'm glad that we ended up being the Super Bowl champs that year.
Obviously, you don't have to apologize. Like, sorry, Colin Kaepernick, but I wanted to beat you.
Oh, I want to beat everybody. I want to beat my brother when he's next to me. Well, when he's in front of me, actually.
Really?
Not next to me. If he's next to me, he's playing with me. If he's in front of me, he's playing against me.
Anything else you witnessed during your NFL career that would surprise us?
That would surprise us. I mean, I would say the stuff that you see on these TV shows, Ballers and whatnot, like some of those things really happen in real life.
Such as?
You know, if a guy happens to have some extra close encounters with another guy's mom or something like that, those things happen. But
wait, what?
But not over the course of one season. Not all of Ballers in one season. But I'm saying over the course of my 10 years in the NFL and 3 years playing abroad, like you see some kooky stuff.
One of your teammates with another one of your teammates' mom?
As far as seeing and hearing about things that are going on,
this is the juiciest interview I've ever done. You're telling me all of these things.
Well, I'm just saying, like, imagine, like, you know, Minnesota Vikings, they had the boat party and all that stuff. You familiar with that?
I know about the boat party.
So those things happen.
And there was the joint I saw.
Yeah, those things happen, but not just, it's not like event after event.
You're trying to gloss over the whole
event.
mom thing. Remember when the LeBron story was a huge deal?
Yeah,
like LeBron's mom?
Course, yeah.
How did we not know about this in the NFL? Who was it?
Things happen.
Just tell me who it was.
I can't even remember. A little CTE.
A story like that does not you remember.
Honestly, I don't. But
really?
It was when I was with the Dolphins, though. Something was going on with somebody.
I'm going to look into the entire roster, see which moms might have been single at the time.
Some hot moms out there.
Ooh.
Yeah, some hot moms out there.
We got some things to talk about.